Everyone, I'm Michele Gooch with Life by Design. I'm here with your tip of the day for designing your life. We've been talking about stop, what we stop, 3 things we stop. This thing today, we need to stop our own justification, our self-justification. It's actually more dangerous than lying. It allows us to convince ourselves that what we did was the best thing we could have done. In fact, man, when I think about it, it was the right thing to do. So I've set an intention, I've made a plan, I've made a commitment, but now I've decided to shift on myself there. And so this, despite my goal, my plan, my desire, my intention, I'm doing it, whatever it is. You got what I'm saying? Now, I'm not interested anymore. When I start justifying, I'm not interested anymore in the truth. I'm just trying to preserve myself. So I decided, I'm going to go through Starbucks again this week, even though I'd already told myself, we're not doing this again. So I'm justifying why I need to do this. I'm now decided, not only is it the best possible thing for me, it's the right thing. I've decided to eat junk food again this week for lunch. Or I've decided to blow my top for the 3rd time on this coworker. And I began to justify why I did it. And so now I'm convinced it was not just the best thing, but the right thing to do. So when we self-justify, it blocks our ability to see our own errors, much less correct them. It keeps us from letting go of unhealthy habits, and it helps us avoid taking responsibility for our own missteps. So self-justification is designed to keep our self-concept, our self-esteem intact by reducing our responsibility for our actions. So if I'm not in charge of me, who is, right? If we really want to design our own life, we're going to have to take total responsibility for it. So that means giving up self-justification. So when I go through Starbucks again, when I eat that stuff I didn't want to eat, or when I use that tone I didn't want to use, or when I procrastinated one more time and didn't want to do it, I have to accept, I have to turn to myself and say, you chose this. I have to take the position that I have the power to make a difference, that I can get it right, that I can produce the desired result. So if something doesn't turn out as planned, it's time for me to start asking questions. Now, not in an inner critic, beat you up kind of way, but in an inner coach kind of way. How did I create this? Ask myself, instead of justify, ask myself, how did I create this? What was I thinking? Not was I thinking, but what was I literally thinking? What thoughts brought me to this result? What was I believing? I was believing, it doesn't really matter. What was I believing? And then how do I need to do it differently next time? Ask myself those questions, the inner coach myself, instead of self-justify. So designing your life, tip of the day, stop justifying and start admitting, I chose this. I have a choice. I'm Michele Gooch with Life by Design. If you are ready to design your life the way you really want it to be, I'd love to partner with you. Find me at lifebydesign.guru, lifebydesign.guru. Stop justifying, because it's not happening to you. You're already designing it. Is this the design you really want? See you next time.